In reports provided by several sources, Philippine Navy spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, WPS, Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad said in an interview that the Navy is planning to acquire 2 more Corvettes and 6 more offshore patrol vessels. Actually, this may be a misquote, as the Philippine Navy already has 2 more Corvettes, or frigates, after joining the active Philippine Navy service in the commissioning ceremony, and 6 offshore patrol vessels under construction at HD Hyundai Heavy Industries of South Korea. This refers to the HDC, HDF-3200 design, Miguel Malvar class frigate, and the HDP 2200 plus OPV. The future offshore patrol vessels HDP 2200 is a class of 6 offshore patrol vessels designed and built by Hyundai Heavy Industries, HHI, for the Philippine Navy. We expect the first steel cutting ceremony for the first of the 6 HDP 2200 plus offshore patrol vessels for the Philippine Navy to take place in the next few months. The vessels are expected to be key assets for the Philippine Navy in monitoring the country's maritime borders and interests, capable of sailing in open oceans and rough sea conditions. Hanwha Systems will supply the Combat Management System, CMS, and localized data link for the Philippine Navy's 6 HDP 2200 plus offshore patrol vessels being built by South Korean shipbuilder Hyundai Heavy Industries. Hanwha Systems has supplied the ICMS Naval Shield and Link P data link to the Jose Rizal and Del Pilar class vessels, and is also expected to supply them to the HDF 3200 large corvettes also under construction for the Philippine Navy. South Korean shipbuilder Hyundai Heavy Industries, HHI, said one of the 2 guided missile corvettes ordered by the Philippine Navy, PN, will be delivered in 2025 and the second corvette will be delivered the following year. HHI added that the corvette's construction schedule is on track as construction began a year ago. HHI was referring to the steel cutting ceremony, which is considered in naval circles to be the beginning of a warship's construction. The Department of National Defense, DND, signed a 28 billion Philippine pesos contract with HHI for the acquisition of 2 new corvettes for the PN on December 27, 2021. Hyundai Heavy Industries, HHI, plans to deliver the first and second corvettes in 2025. In addition, we also need to know that by adding 2 more corvettes, such as the BRP Miguel Malvar, an advanced surface combat ship measuring 118.4 meters in length and 14.9 meters in width, with a cruising speed of 15 knots, about 28 kilometers per hour, and a range of 4,500 nautical miles, 8,330 kilometers. The ship is equipped with advanced weapon systems such as anti-ship missiles, vertical launch systems, and 3D AESA radars. Named in honor of Philippine independence activist and revolutionary General Miguel Malvar, the ship will undergo sea trials and outfitting before being delivered to the Philippine Navy in 2025. It has space for a 76mm primary naval gun in a position, a 16-cell VLS behind the primary naval gun, torpedo launches on both port and starboard sides, and a gun based close-in weapon system above the helicopter hangar. The space for the vertical launching system has been lengthened to accommodate a 16-cell system, and helicopter landing deck also appears to have been lengthened to allow longer helicopter designs. South Korean defense company Hanwha Systems has secured a contract to supply the new corvette's Combat Management System, CMS. UK-based defense company C has been contracted by Hyundai Heavy Industries to supply the torpedo launching systems for the new corvettes, with C delivering 2 of their TLS systems to each of the corvettes. What is clear as discussed earlier, is that the Philippine Navy intends to purchase 2 more frigates and 2 more corvettes, both of which are separate from each other and from the ongoing projects. The priority is more towards purchasing 2 more frigates, which may be another pair of ships similar to the Miguel Malvar class frigates, or something larger like the HDF 3500 frigates offered by HD Hyundai Heavy Industries during the ADIS 2024 exhibition. With the initial disappointment on the budget for the revised AFP modernization program for the General Budget Act of 2025, it is still unclear which projects will be continued, as there is no clear information on the RAFP-MP allocation for the non-programmed budget, but Max Defense believes that this is one of the projects that will likely be continued, alongside additional FA-50s and the Philippine Air Force's land-based air defense system. As 2024 draws to a close and the first delivery of the Miguel Malvar class frigates is set to take place in 2025, it remains to be seen how the armed forces of the Philippines will enhance its military capabilities, with limited resources available to purchase much-needed military hardware for territorial defense purposes.